Tina. I be just trying to tell it like it is, and people can't accept you telling it like it is. I told y'all that before 1,000 times, the worst possible thing on earth, out of all the stuff you can tell a motherfucker, to tell him is the truth, because that holds him accountable. Motherfuckers gotta answer that shit, right? Don't nobody want to answer to the truth. They all want to answer to the bullshit, because that's easy. They can just dismiss bullshit as bullshit because it's obviously bullshit. But when they confront it with that unstoppable beast they call the truth, they all fold up, they get scared, tuck their tails, and run. And I always thought that the most noble thing to tell a motherfucker was the truth. Coming to find out, on earth, the way things going down, motherfuckers rather for you to lie to them, butter them up, kiss their ass, cater to their ego, and cater to their entitlement of the shit that they don't earn, and that's gonna make them set out above and beyond everybody else, like they some hell of a motherfuckers and they ain't did shit. I mean, so what do we do from here? Each one teach one. You know, it's simple, but don't nobody want to do the work. See, everybody lazy. Don't nobody want to do no work. Don't nobody want to say, I'm going to take 10 minutes out, I'm going to make sure I share a video with 100 people and dare them, challenge them, issue a challenge for them to prove anything in the video wrong. The information, weigh that shit, put it on the scale, put that motherfucker in the sifter, grind it up, roll that shit up in the blunt, see what it smoke like. Whatever you got to do is your standard of measurement for the truth, use it. They not going to do that. They fucking cowards. I understand that they cowards. Now, I don't have no problem with that. But when the shit really get kicked off and then they stuck looking at me, because they not going to get around this motherfucker. So they can't accept it when you look like this. It's a hard thing to accept that the baddest motherfucker on earth look like this.
Like me?
Nope, like this.
Like me?
Like this.
Like me?
Like this. Ain't like that.
Ain't nothing wrong.
You know what I'm saying? They can't accept that. They can't accept that I got the answers, not because I'm smarter than everybody, but I did the research they did not do. I asked these motherfuckers if they had a bailout plan for the worker, and they all looked at me like I was from outer space. They didn't have a plan. So I put a plan in play. Because I put a plan in play, that make me a villain. Because I cared about the people I work with, that make me an asshole. Because I speak up against the injustice of the worker being treated like shit, that make me insane. But none of them tell you that I'm telling the goddamn lie. That none of the shit that I'm telling you not true. They can't tell you that. So rather than have to face the truth of the matter, they use what they call dismissal. They just dismiss you as insane. You know? Dave Chappelle did a whole thing about that. Don't call me crazy, that's dismissive. Address the issue, address the facts. They can't address the facts. Hey, Sarah, I'm trying to help y'all out, but they don't want no help. See, everybody want to write me off as the madman. I'm the motherfucker with the answers. So they don't want no answers. They want to cry and bitch and complain and have something to complain about. Mary Bear already said she'd give them what the fuck they want if they can get rid of that corrupt shit. She'd already expressed that. She already know what's going on, but they think that this is some made up shit, fabricated, not true, falsified information, delusional, deranged, detached from reality type shit. It ain't none of that. This is the end game right here. That's what it's called, the end game, right? The moment of truth. This is the time where, at the end of the bullfight, the bull about to drop dead, and he finally get to see the matador behind the red cape. He know who the fucking enemy is. The only problem is he got blood in his goddamn eye. He got blood in his eye, so he is enraged and want to take the bullfighter out. So as long as the worker ignore the rank and file help, the one that worked next to him, the one that bust their knuckles just like they did, the one that had carpal tunnel just like they did, the one that had to get rolled up for being late just like they did. Same kind of motherfucker. Regular person. Just know more shit than everybody else. That went through more schools than everybody else. And did it without no teacher. You got to be a bad motherfucker to go through law school, med school, and all that shit with no teacher. No instructor. You know, I went and got it because I was told that that's the only way out of this shit, and I had to get us out of here. And now that I'm trying to show y'all the way out, the people are so closed-minded to salvation and redemption that they can only accept the oppression and subjugation that they used to. But I'm trying to bring a new day, a new way, and a better way of treating a worker. Don't nothing move on this planet without the aid of the worker. I don't give a fuck if it's an underground in the mine, or if it's a rocket going out of space, or the space shuttle, or the, what's it called that? The Mir space station. All that shit need human labor. Don't none of that shit operate without human labor. So they want to go to robots. But guess what? Robots got to be built by human labor. Robots don't build themselves. Even if you get a robot that build robots, that robot got to be built by a human. You can't get around it. You got to have a labor force. You can't build no empires without a labor force. It's not possible. Shit go all the way back to the beginning of man, to when we was fucking starting fires with sticks, to goddamn it now. You can't get away from labor. Work is not going nowhere. It's gonna be there. So I'm sitting here waiting to go dark sometime between 9 in the morning. I go dark, and I won't be moving until they come to knock on my goddamn door and say, hey, we need some help. Because these motherfuckers don't know what to do next. When they understand that they don't know what to do, when GINDJAB out of negotiations for the corruption, because they don't want to get into this on-the-face corrupt contract situation. They don't want to do that. As soon as they pull out, then that motherfucker gonna be looking at me like, the crazy motherfucker said that shit. Crazy motherfucker said they gonna do that shit. How the fuck he know? How the fuck did he know they was gonna pull out? How the fuck did he know? It's common sense. If you know your history, if you know a little bit of law, you ain't gotta be a lawyer. Just know what's going on in the place you live. Just by knowing and being aware, you can see this shit. It's so obvious on the face. It's not a secret. They don't keep this shit a secret, but they hide it in plain sight, and that's why you can't see it. You know. So people sit there and they listen, they be like, damn, man, that's some real shit that motherfucker said, man, but they ain't shared it one time. It's real shit. They know it's the hardest shit they done heard. Got more validation than anybody else. Still. Yeah, I know. Now, that's the standard, the status quo for those that are wise. When you go through the history books, you read a story about Khalil Brown got a good one. It's called John the Madman. And John the Madman had was a story about the dude that had the Bible when the Bible was prohibited. Right, the Bible was not allowed for everybody to read. It wasn't for public dissemination. Like anybody can get a Bible now. It didn't used to always be like that. Well, John the Madman got his hands on one when the priest was lying to the people and reading stuff that wasn't in the scripture. He was telling them they lying to you. Don't trust them. They lying. And the people looked at him and they was like, he crazy. I know. But you know, the only thing the worker got to understand, the company can continue to pay the management side of the labor force indefinitely. They got enough money. They can pay them motherfuckers for 10 years without ever bringing them back to work. They got enough money to do that. And still, the worker is stuck. The worker doesn't have that option. The UAW doesn't have a strike fund that can pay you for no 10 years, 2 years, or even a year. It's just not possible. They didn't save that kind of money. I told y'all they didn't have a fucking plan. I asked them in front of all of the people that was at the UAW meeting that I went to who had the plan, and nobody answered. So I put a plan in play. And that makes me insane because I cared. Well, we at the wit's end now. Y'all can either overcome the beast or be victim to him, because any minute now, this shit gonna become uneasy. It's gonna become uneasy. It's not gonna be like it's been business as usual. So Locally, we've been having ignorant violence jumping off because don't nobody want to wake up. Some little kids got killed about 2 days ago. 2 little kids in the drive-by, not too far from here. But don't nobody they don't want to pay that no attention because they don't want to, that's somebody else's problem. That's not mine. That's somebody else's problem over there. Let the police handle that. But then as soon as the police shoot an innocent motherfucker pursuing that case, then the police is the enemy. So these motherfuckers so confused, they don't know the difference between who the enemy and who not. What's up, Jimmy? So they call the police on the motherfucker. Call them. But when the police do some dirt, don't be out there bitching, crying because they killing motherfuckers in the street. And see, they only going to show y'all the ones that they want to nut up. That's who they going to show y'all in the news getting killed. They ain't going to show y'all the real demographic, the real count and the real numbers that they don't give a fuck who they kill. When the sleeper go in the mode of kill, he just kill. He don't care if they black, white, Hispanic, or other. He just kill. Cause that's what his program is. It's a kill order. It's a go rogue order. He just killed something. Now, when all of that shit was going on, everybody was posting, oh, he killing all the black people, but wasn't nobody posting all them innocent, unarmed white people they was killing. Because that would have been a call for unity. See, it would have made sense then to us to join together across racial barriers to stop this tyrant that they calling the police. Fuck the police. That's how I feel about it. Motherfucking crooked ass cops. Ain't this a bitch? Crooked cops got the game all twisted. Fuck with me, they gonna end up missing. Kindle the wrath of an insane nigga with a hole in my soul. Platinum back gorilla. I don't give a fuck about a badge and a gun. I hit that ass with heat, bitch, that's hotter than the sun. For one, these motherfuckers think they can't be touched. That academy shit, they get their life speed up to a dark ass place no fucking screams is heard. Guaranteed like I breathe that they ass gets served. All that's left is one breath in my corpse. I snatch their asses, bitches, in their thoughts. Wait for them at the fucking gates of hell to crucify their ass, leave their soul impaled. A signpost for Satan to know I ride. The general motherfucker, and hell is mine. Ain't this a bitch? Fuck the police. Fuck them. They can eat dick and die. As long as they gonna mistreat people and use they badge as a tool to continue the mechanism of divide and conquer and subjugation of the people, of we the people, the righteous ones, fuck them. Fuck them. Equal opportunity, destruction of them, I don't give a fuck. The only thing is, it's some good people on the force, but if they don't hold them motherfucking monsters at bay when that shit go down, they gonna get treated just like them. They gonna get treated just like them. Because they going to be dressed just like them. You're not going to be trying to figure out, is this the good one or the bad one? How the fuck you going to figure that shit out? Is this the good cop or is this the bad cop? I don't know. Kill all them motherfuckers. Let God sort them out. That's what I say. If they going to start doing that shit again, kill all them motherfuckers and let God sort them out. And we'll be just done with that shit. If they got on the uniform, nigga, it's on. But as long as these motherfuckers dragging their feet, we can't change nothing. We can't change nothing. Nothing. Everybody got their head in their ass. Everybody want this shit to change, but don't nobody want to do their part. They ain't nobody asking nobody to do extra shit. Just do what you think you should do is right. You know? Think what you think is right. That's what you do. You know? These motherfucking coward motherfuckers, all of them trying to hustle up on some bullshit to be in, but none of them want to do what's right. What's fundamentally balancing to the nature of Earth at its source. They don't want to do that kind of shit. They want to do that pacify me, give me something to cry, baby, bitch, and moan about shit. I mean, I did everything I could. Because I had to do everything from the angle of a man. I had to do it like a man. I couldn't do no what you call miracle shit. Because that's the challenge, is to reach these motherfuckers as a man. Speak up as a man to the injustice. Point to the injustice and offer the remedy for the injustice as a man. Not no turn water into wine or blood or none of that shit, sticks in the serpents. We not doing that shit in this era. We just flat out telling the motherfucker how it is. Unite or die. That's all it is. Only two positions. They told you there ain't no lukewarm. You either ice cold, motherfucker, you burning hot. Ain't no, it's only two positions. You in or you out. You part of the problem or you part of the solution. And any motherfucker don't get that, it's probably part of the problem. How do you know if you're part of the problem? It's easy to understand if you're part of the problem. You seen the truth, you know the truth, you accept the truth, you recognize the truth, and didn't do shit about it, you part of the problem. You seen the truth, you recognize the truth. You acknowledged and accepted the truth, but you didn't do anything about it. You didn't share one video, you didn't tell one friend, you didn't grab one motherfucker at the liquor store and say, hey, you check this motherfucker out right here. You ain't did none of that shit. But you want the shit to change. So I got to do all this hard work, 35 years of consecutive non-stop reading books every goddamn day, listening to motherfucking audio cassettes of lectures and all this shit. I got to go through all this shit to get all the information required to break you motherfuckers free, and y'all just want to listen to it and say, that's some pretty shit. That sound real cute. I wonder how he figured that shit out. I wonder how he know that. That shit was hard work. Hard fucking work. I ain't got no problem with doing no hard work. Because somebody put me to work every day on this mission, and I tell them, you be putting me to work every goddamn day. But you know what I do? I do my part. I do my job. I do what I'm supposed to do in order to get you motherfuckers free. You don't want free. Motherfuckers don't want free. You got that right, Chanel. Kill all them motherfuckers. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. You know? I mean, like, if y'all got any questions, shoot that shit. This is an open forum right here. This is just the 555 address. We got no particular topic in mind. I'm just chopping the game, letting shit fall where it may. So if y'all got any questions, goddamn right, Portia, they don't want to be free. You see, this is what it's like one of them things. Like Harriet Tubman said it best. Motherfucker don't know they're a slave. They can't actually be free. So what got to happen to the worker? These motherfuckers' savings got to start depleting. And then they're gonna start looking for alternate means to address the matter. Soon as they savings start getting low and they can't afford car notes and shit like that, and house payments and gas payment, then they're gonna be looking for a motherfucker with the answers. And I'm gonna be sitting right here with the same answers I've been had from the beginning, telling them that they don't gotta go on strike, but if y'all don't listen to me, y'all gonna be on strike. They on strike, so that mean they didn't listen to me. And the worst thing I could tell a motherfucker, cause I'm not the, yeah, I'm the baddest motherfucker ever born, but I ain't different, but I'm different. I ain't different in the regard of I could feel the same struggle and pains as everybody else, but I'm still gonna do my part. I could feel all the motherfucking shit everybody else feel, but I'm still gonna do my part. Motherfucking through the ridicule, the motherfuckers talking about me behind my back, spitting on my name, shitting on my name. Mama told me this when I was a little boy. She said, baby, she said, come here. She said, you're probably too young to know what I'm about to tell you, but I might not be able to tell it to you like this again. I was 3. This was before Big Mama called me the Baron. And she said, remember, Mama telling you, you're going to get laughed at, you're going to get talked about, people going to look down on you. She said they're going to call you crazy, they're going to call you dumb, and all these funny names that don't got nothing to do with who and what you are. She said don't let that bother you, just keep doing what you got to do. You know what you got to do, just keep doing what you got to do. My mama told me that when I was 3. We were staying on the east side of Pontiac on Jesse Street when she told me that. We had this ugly ass puke green carpet and I was still in the diaper. So I could have been younger than that, for all I know. But I was still in the diaper. I couldn't have been older than 3. I know it was before Big Mama called me the Baron. Before she called the Baron and tied me to my lower. I know that. But the whole thing being is, I never forgot what she said. And I never not experienced it. So betrayal, that's like my best friend. Me and betrayal been hanging out since birth. I've been hanging out with betrayal. Motherfuckers turn on me like it's a motherfucking fashion statement or something. I'm used to it. I'm so used to it, I could see the motherfucker coming before they ever say the first hello. I already know, no, this motherfucker gonna do this. I already know what he gonna do. I know the type of betrayal coming. I know what they gonna do. And all I can do is minimize the impact on the self. I already know they're gonna be traitors, so, and I know what they're gonna betray me in relation to. Oh, this nigga gonna betray me about a bitch. This one gonna betray me about some dope. That nigga gonna try to get a few dollars out of me and run. I already know what they gonna do. So I let them have their way. Mama already told me, she said, you can't fight every battle. Every battle not worth the fight. Fight the ones that mean something, and the ones that don't mean something, let them go. What's up, Traquan? Yep, so if motherfuckers would just analyze shit, right? Let the conscious